Hey everybody, welcome to another Solo Sunday. I am Jessica with Pencil First Games, and today we are taking a look at a brand new solo mode for Legendary Creatures. There it is. So this just came out. This is a free PDF download that I will include in the links. If you are watching live on Facebook right now, I am just going to go and post that link right now. Because everybody should be able to get this. There it is. And otherwise, if you're watching this afterwards on YouTube or whatnot, it's going to be in the description, so you can grab this and play along. So Legendary Creatures is a very, very fun game. Very different than you may know us from with, Herbaceous, Floriferous, some of those lighter games. This one's definitely a little bit on the heavier side, but really cool. We're going to be going through all these different realms laid out over here. So really excited. I have not played Legendary Creatures that much, so I am far from an expert, but we are going to have a great time diving into this one. I'll be teaching it, semi-learning. I've also played it, but not as much as I may have in the past with some other Pencil First games, but we're going to have a great time. There's creatures of all different types. They are legendary. And we're going to be playing against a solo opponent. So the play area here was interesting to set up. Definitely not as compact as I am used to, but I made it work. It might look a little bit odd here, but we've got the main board kind of over here on the right side with all the different realms that we're going to be traveling through. And then my player board, so I have to reach, but that's fine. We'll call it, it's fun. And then the solo opponent's going to be down at the bottom playing as red. So this game is awesome. We are trying to go out into these different realms, explore them, befriend all these different creatures, and hopefully make it to the end and win. There's a lot of kind of lore and story behind it, sort of in the rule book. We're in the School of Life, and this is Xyleria. I feel like there's a lot here to explore in this world. But we're going to be apprentices, and we are trying to beat the solo opponent, who is a golem. And the solo mode that we have actually includes multiple difficulty levels, so we can be playing against anything from a clay to a mithril golem. Take one guess, and you guessed it, I'm at clay, which is the easiest one. I got this. And hey, Ed, in the comments, I got it to fit. I did barely. I do have it cut off at the very, very top up there. There's usually a turn order for all of our banners. That's cut off a little bit because in solo, it's not as important, as we'll see. And I kind of have most of the creatures on here. There's the vast expanse way down at the bottom, which we're going to see. I think what I'm going to focus on, though, is diving in and playing. Legendary Creatures is a bit of an older Pencil First Games title, one of the first, not one of the first, but from a little bit ways back. So this one can be a little bit hard to find. So a lot of people who are watching probably know the game and are familiar with it, and hopefully you're excited to take a look at what this solo mode entails. So if you're watching live right now, hello, and feel free to drop any questions or comments in the comments section, and I will keep an eye on that, and hopefully we will have a great time with everything. We'll see if I play it right, is the main thing that I always say here, because, again, I'm excited, but I am not a master of this one. Herbaceous, 1,700 lifetime plays. I know what I'm doing. Legendary Creatures, I don't consider my play style legendary. But we'll see. We're going to have fun. That's all you got to do with games. So let's take a look at how we are going to start. I'm not going to go through all the rules, obviously. This is not a teaching. It's more of a playthrough and a learn as I make my way through the realms. So I have everything set up here. The solo mode is pretty easy to set up. It's kind of like a two-player game. And the golem just has 10 magic they're going to be starting with on their player board here. There's a lot of stuff here. And again, I think it's easier to kind of explain it as we go through rather than just me talking, because you know me, I will talk constantly anyway. So setup is all set with the solo. And this is just, it's a 4-page PDF, but it's pretty quick. There's a lot of examples. So for instance, you know, we're going to see how the invoke step is going to come in a little bit earlier, how the planning phase is also pretty easy, where we're going to be picking our creatures that are going out in our creature party and then planning for an expedition to go check out some cool things after we head out into the realms and advance and explore. So I am just going to keep this ready for reference. This is what I usually do for any game that's not herbaceous. You got to have that stuff ready just in case there's a rules question. So pardon me, I'm probably going to, disappear from the camera a little bit. There's a bit of reaching involved here, but not too bad. So without further ado, let's dive in and play some Legendary Creatures solo. So first up, we are going to do the planning phase. So the planning phase I usually do for the solo opponent or the golem. Let's call this what it is. It's the clay golem trying to beat me, going out into the wilderness with me, all these realms. So they are just going, so every turn when we plan, we're going to be using 4 total creatures. So we're going to put 3 face down for that golem. And I'm not going to see what these are yet. And then we're going to draw another one. I'm going to put it way over there. That is going to be for the expedition party a little bit later on. So we'll see how that plays in at the end of the day, because I should mention we're going to play over 3 days, and there are 3 rounds each day. We're going to have morning, midday, and evening. That works. Makes sense. So let's take a look. I'm going to do a little reach here. I get to draw my 4 creatures and actually do something with them. So let's take a look. 1 second. So every player starts with the same creatures. We'll kind of go in here and take a look at what we're seeing here. There's going to be, so I have 4 to choose from. 3 of these are going in my creature party. We'll see how that works in a second. And 1 is going into my expedition. And for the expedition, we're really focused on, let's use Nightmare as an example, just to take a look at what this card, what do these creatures do? What do they entail? In the upper left there, in that little purple diamond, that's the magic value for this creature. In the upper right, and again, I can't reach. In the upper right, that is the realm that it has an affinity for. So there's 4 different realms all laid out over here. And we'll see how those work. We're going to be racing through those, trying to get points for traveling through there, and kind of sort of mimics, you get more points for exploring these realms and going deeper into them and seeing what's out there, befriending other creatures. Fun times. And then also a lot of creatures will feature abilities at the bottom. So this one, you can see there's a Midnight Ride where I can gain 2 fire orbs, or there's a Hooves of Flame where I can gain 1 orb of any type. And orbs and magic are going to be used to help travel up through these realms. There's going to be different costs for those. And actually, I've just recalled, I did not give us this, I didn't finish setup. The final part of setup that I should have done here was actually reset what I have and give us each 5 renown to start with, because sometimes we will be paying, we will pay a little renown potentially to do something cool. So these are my cards, and that is not where I should be starting. I believe I should be starting at, what is this, 1 of each? Yep. So close. I don't know if anybody can see that. 10 miles away. I'm going to reach over. And we're going to say that's a pile of magic and orbs on 1. We'll see how that works once we get there. But anyway, back to the planning phase. So let's see. It's a little hard to show all these on camera. So I'm just going to take a look through these. The Jabberwock is not going to help me here that much, because the ability there is exchanging the position of our familiars. And you can see we're all at the starting line. Oh, all right. That could be interesting. And also in this mix, we have to remember that this creature party is going to be expanded with the vast expanse. So for instance, there's 4 copies of each of these different cards. So there's a Chimera out there. There's one of my favorites, the Behemoth, whose ability, let's see if we can get it actually in there, whose ability is nothing. It's just big and dumb, but it's adorable. Look at that Behemoth. And the Goblin is also out there. So when we go out here, I'm actually going to be able to replace one of the creatures in my party with one of these potentially and activate it immediately. So I'm not just looking at the 4 cards that I have in front of me, these 4 friendly creatures coming along. I have other ones that might be able to join my party. So there's a lot going on here and a lot of decisions to make. Very cool. And I usually get sidetracked by the artwork because that's how I pick party members, by how cute they are or how cool they look. So what I really need to do early on, I need some resource generation, which is pretty common for a lot of games. But I need to be able to figure out where I'm going to move, because as we'll see in a second, I get to invoke 1 realm, which means I get to move in that 1 realm, but then it's harder I can't move everywhere else. So getting orbs of all different colors at the start can set me up for something good. But let's see. I think, what do I want to do here? I do like you. I like the Minotaur. I feel like the Minotaur is definitely in my creature party somewhere. We're going to see that going left to right, we actually resolve these in order. So it's kind of important to figure out what you're doing with each one. And, I guess, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, I've got it. I don't know if this is a great strategy or not, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to try to set myself up to go second after the Golem. We'll see how that works in a second. But I'm going to do that, and then, so I'm going to have the Minotaur, the Jabberwock, and the, wait a second. Yes, I think, yes, the Djinn. Sometimes I pronounce it with a D, and I have no idea why I attempt to. So that's going to be my creature party. I have my 3 out there, which means that Nightmare is going on an expedition. So we will go over here, stretching. That's my expedition party. Far, far away, ready to explore. So where are we here? We're in the planning phase. So what we're going to do now is we are going to see which of us is going first by flipping over the cards here in the Golem's play area. So they have the unicorn, a foo dog, and the centaur, which I'll kind of show off some of that artwork. Again, I know I'm reaching here a little bit, but it's just, I love this artwork, love everything about it, and I get lost in it, in these cool realms and the idea behind the game. All right, so step 1 here, we're figuring out who is going first. And the first one, so we're looking at the magic value on the far left creature. So I have the Minotaur with 3 magic. Golem has the unicorn with 4. They are going first. So the change here from the multiplayer game is that we're actually going to do the invoke step right now, rather than doing it during the spell step. So this changes things a little bit, but it makes sense with how this is going to progress in the solo mode. We'll just... There's our planning phase. So they're going to go first. So normally what we look for is to invoke. The Golem is going to look at the affinities of its creatures. So we have water, earth, and air. There's no majority there. If there was a majority, if it was 2 or 3 of one type, boom, we're there. With a couple exceptions, but that is where they would invoke and put their banner out there in that realm. However, let's take a look at what we do next. We're looking for renown. So what I figured, there it is. So we're looking at the remaining creatures, which is all of them, and finding one that produces renown. And that is who I said before, the unicorn, because of course, a unicorn is renowned. So that one produces renown. So that means that the golem is going to invoke the water realm, which is Serenvana. So we're going to put their banner out there as a reminder. And then it's my turn to pick which realm I'm invoking. And again, this is the one where I can move my familiar. If not, I can potentially have orbs, but moving ahead is definitely worth it. There's podium places at the end. Oh, and hi, Timothy in the comments said, cool game, first time seeing it. Yes, this one is really different, really awesome. I believe at this point it's out of print, so sometimes hard to find, but definitely an interesting one. And pretty heavy, but I love that. I've been playing some heavier games lately, so this fits right in there. I do reference rules more than probably the average player. That's just my play style, just to make sure I'm doing it right. So that doesn't mean that it's hard to learn or anything. Just know that I enjoy my rule books. I keep them close. So anyway, as I was saying, it's my turn to invoke. So I am going to invoke the Earth Realm, which is Terendel at the top. We'll see how this all works in a second. That is the invoke step. Then we get to cast spells in player order. And I'm just showing this off just to show that the solo mode has a description of when to do these, so you're not guessing. You're not necessarily making a lot of decisions for the solo opponent. And again, I think this is important in a solo mode. Yes, there's steps that you have to follow. There are some decisions you're making, but for the most part, it's if this, do this. Or if not, here's this. So just as a reminder of the spells, there's Shadow Step. Shadow Step is always going to be played during the midday round or in the morning. Don't have to worry about that. Mind Link is the first time when it's going to play second or during the third round of the day. It's first right now, early morning, no Mind Link. And then Amplify is going to be used right now because we are looking for a creature that is going to produce at least, not at least, I believe one or more. Yes, more than one renown. So 2+ we're looking for, including affinity. Oh yeah. So this unicorn, they got lucky. We're going to take that Amplify spell. There's kind of a reminder of what is, I know this does not want to focus on what I'm showing, but Amplify is basically doubling. That's what Amplify means. Not really, but in this in this sense, we're doubling any magic or orbs or renown from that creature. So that that unicorn is going to be amplified. Those are spells. It's now my turn if I want to cast any spells. So I have the same spells, same between each player, and I'm just deciding, do I want to use it now or later on? Because these have to be, they're once a day use items, or spells, sorry. So do I want to amplify anything? I'm thinking. This is my thinking humming, I guess. No, I don't want to amplify yet. Mind Link might be nice early on. I think I'm going to do that. So, pardon the reach again. There it is. I'm going to use Mind Link. So what Mind Link is I get to put it in front of a target player, and every time that target opponent gains pretty much anything, I gain one of those. So there we go. We're going to put mine over here. A Mind Linked with the Golem. Okay, cool. Those are my spells. This is just me making sure that I did this. Then we're going into the action phase. And the Golem gets to go first. Again, we determined that. So the Golem is first going to use an amulet, And they want to use the one with the most magic or orbs that they can get. So the two amulets that are in play for the golem, they either get 3 magic from the Amulet of Power, or they gain 1, oh no, I'm going to forget it. It's an expedition token. I believe that's what it's called, which is from the Amulet of Stars. And we're going to see that expedition tokens, which look like this, add to our expedition scores later on. And it's a benefit to be able to go on your expedition first because you get a better choice. However, Golem doesn't care about that. They want that magic. So they are going to use their 1 amulet to gain 3 magic. So they went from 10 to 13. However, remember, I have Mind Link. So every time that they gain something, I gain 1 of those too. So once again, reach. So that means I am at 2 magic, meaning I just gained 1. That's right. In tune with what's going on, I took some of that. Beautiful. All right. And then the main thing that we're looking at again is the exchange of creatures, which is, this step involves a little bit of thinking, but it's not too bad. So number 1, we're looking at the creatures in the vast expanse, which I know are kind of hidden on here. I did my best to get what I could on camera. But I am looking for anything that produces renown. None of these produce renown immediately. And remember, too, that the golem is only looking at magic. All orbs are just transformed into magic. So what do we do next? It's the exchange of creature. So we want to find, let's see. All right, so first, there's none that produce renown. However, are there creatures that produce more magic or orbs than at least 1 creature in our creature party? The answer is yes, because the Centaur is going to be producing 3, while the Foo Dog is producing 3 as well. Okay, so both of these would produce 3 orbs, which would be 3 magic. Gotcha. So we have a 4, a 6, and a 5 out here. Yes. Okay. All right. So we want the one that provides the most magic or orbs. And remember, we got to keep in mind which realm that they invoked, which is Saranvana here, which is the water realm, because that realm that you invoked also will give you a +1 bonus when picking up orbs or magic. So again, lots of things to think about, lots of fun. I am focusing, I think. And I know that none of these creatures are of the water type, or they don't have the affinity type for water. So I am looking at a 4, a 6, and a 5. So the one that produces the most is going to be the behemoth. So we know that they want it. The behemoth is awesome. I don't care what anyone says. No ability, but 6 magic? Come on. And that face. That's all that matters. So then we're going to look at which of these creatures in its creature party it's going to trade or exchange with. So any creature that's been amplified is out of the running right away. So the unicorn is staying. That one, we know. Nothing happening with that one. Then we need to take a look at what the other 2 produce. So they each, I believe I said, were 3, correct? Yes. So they each are 3. And I'm pretty sure that just means I picked the one furthest to the left, as far as I know, which is an easy tiebreaker. When you, again, because there's a couple different steps, a couple different criteria. So, just making sure. Yes. All right. So it is going to exchange the Foo Dog, which means that it's actually out of the game. But it traveled with us well, and then it's going to replace that or exchange it with this new friend, the behemoth. It's going to hang out right in the middle. Okay, so that is the exchange part. Now we are going to follow through on those creature actions. Or resolving creatures, I should say. And again, I like to look at my rule books a lot. So let's take a look. And I'm probably going to speed this up as we go through a few more rounds, but I'm having fun. Dun, dun, dun. So yes, so we are just going to go left to right. We have the serene presence of this unicorn, which gains 2 renown because it's amplified. That's 4. So we are going to get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tons of crowns. And in the multiplayer game, that's a 10. That's not going over there. Get a 1. Normally these are face down, so there's a little bit of tension on what is, who has that much renown, what's going on, etc. Here it's just face up. I know what's going on. So they're going to get 4 renown. Before we keep going, though, I'm just going to pull this down a little to know that I resolved it. I have Mind Link, which means I get 1 renown. Dun, dun, dun. And then we go to the Behemoth. And actually, oh, look at that. I did it wrong. Hold on. So the unicorn is water affinity, which I missed, and they invoked the water. So don't worry, I gave them 4. They should actually have, what is this? They should actually have 6, because what would happen? 2 plus 1 for the affinity is 3. Then we amplify that to get to 6. So they get 2 more. Sorry about that. No harm done. And I still only get that 1 renown for the Mind Link. It's just 1. There's nothing to play into with affinity or anything with Mind Link. I'm just Mind Linked in. So then we go to the Behemoth. We take a look at its realm. That is the Earth realm of Tarandel. They did not invoke that one. So they are going to use this for its magic value and get 6 magic. So that's going to give them up to 19 magic. Don't forget me, though. I'm Mind Linked. I am up to 3 magic. This will help. And then we go on to the Centaur. And we need to compare this one. So this is the air realm. They did not invoke it, so no extra bonuses. It either has 2 magic or it does 3 air orbs, which we're actually going to transfer into magic. We're looking for the higher value because orbs for the golem, same as magic. So they are going to get 3 more. It's 1, 2, 3. Technically, it's at 20. Let's mark it because I'll forget. And so that is all of their creatures have been resolved. Then they move their familiar. And when it moves, it's looking for the one that's furthest along that's not on a podium space. Because again, this is a race through the realms. And then it is going to go as far as it possibly can. And it's going to be the realm furthest from the vast expanse, isn't it? More than one. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. So furthest from the vast expanse is going to be way up here. Boop, boop, boop. Up in Tarandel, which is what I invoked. So excuse me. Come on. So what it's going to do, normally spaces cost a combination of orbs and magic, but for the golem, it's going to just use magic for everything. So it's either going to cost 3, 5, or 7 magic to move through each space, depending on where it is. So basically, it's just going to do a race. So let's see. So the first one, that's going to be 3, 6, 9. Where am I here? 21 minus 9 is 12. Oh, it's going to keep going. Then 5, 10 more, and it's down to 2 magic. So it made it pretty far there in that realm. I don't know about you, Golem. So that's the Golem's turn, and it goes much faster when you're not me and talking over and over about this stuff. So now it's my turn. So I have my amulets up here, and my amulets, I have Kajar's amulet, which wins me all ties, which is quite useful. It's kind of an ongoing kind of passive ability, but that's great. And my Amulet of Elements allows me to gain 2 of any one type, 2 orbs of any type. Oh, And you know what? I forgot my mind link on that last one. I get 1 air orb due to the Centaur. Close enough. Again, pardon the reach. It's a fun play area today. Alrighty. So I can gain 2 orbs of any type. And my issue here is that I invoked the realm that I did not plan well. Because the golem is so far ahead of me already. But that's where I have to invoke. So let's go for it. With my amulet, I am going to grab 2 orbs of earth. So that's at 3 now. Alrighty, now it's time for my creatures. But before that, don't forget about that exchanging of creatures. I am actually not, well, we'll do it. So my Jinn is going to be exchanged for, you know exactly what I want. I wanted that behemoth the moment I saw it. It's that face, which is, there it is. Look at that face. You need that in every creature party. There we go. And again, remember, I'm putting it in the exact same place. I can't reorganize the party here. It's going exactly where it was. So, where are we now? We are now going to resolve them. So my Minotaur, I can either get, again, since it is, all these are Earth affinity, so I get a +1 to everything that I would get here. So I have the Minotaur. I do need magic, but I'm going to get it from the behemoth. I am going to use the Minotaur here to do what? Oh, if I had moved the Jabberwock. I didn't plan this well. The Jabberwock, if I had done that later, that actually would have worked better. Alas. Also, we're on turn 1 and I'm taking half an hour. So we're going to speed this up a little bit here. All right. So Minotaur, I would like to get 3 Earth Orbs from Thunderous Stomp. Jabberwock, I am going to get 5 magic, get me up to 8. And then my behemoth is going to get me 7 magic, which is 15. Also note I could be moving in between these, but I'm not, you know. So let's go and let's start moving. So if I go 1, that's going to be 1 Earth Orb and 2 magic. Same for there. Same for there. Do-do-do-do. And then if I want to bump up, yeah, I'm going to bump up to here. And that is, what is that? That is 3 magic and 2 earth. I should have swapped these around. It's fine. It's fine. It's a reaching day. So I have done my actions. Now we are to the end of the round. So we are going to return all spells, but flip them over because, again, it's once a day. There's my mind link. And your amplify is back to you there. This is 4 steps. I just need to confirm that I know what I'm doing. And then we do that, and we do that. Yep. All right. So we disband the creature parties. I'm actually going to put the discards down over here. We had fun with them, good times, all types of legendary moments. And then we are going to award, the gifts for the familiar who is the furthest along on the track that's not on the podium or the starting area way over here on the left, which means the golem beat me and has the gift of earth at this time, which means that anytime they gain magic, they gain an additional magic. I need to steal that from them. And we're going to advance the day. So we're now at midday. And I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit so there might be a little less talking, just so we can get a little further along in the gameplay. Because I am notoriously slow unless you give me Herbaceous the speed round. Alrighty. Where in the world am I? They're in the planning phase. That's the easy one. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. And then one more to the expedition party. And then me. Let's take a look at who I have. Oh, a Woogle, a Foo Dog, a Griffin, and a Cyclops. Interesting. All right. So what can I do here? That's Foo Dog will help me. I need to get ahead of this here, and I also want to go first. So my Griffin could be useful to, yeah, okay, I got that. And then we might as well start. That's pretty good. And then we'll put you. All right, there's my expedition party. It's the Woogo going on an expedition for me. And I'm going to have a Griffin, a Foo Dog, and a Cyclops. So let's see. What do we got here? Ooh, all right. I'm going to go first. That is a Djinn, a Minotaur, and a Cyclops. All right. So I am going first. Let's take our banners off of here. I am going to invoke Tarandel. Oh, jeez. It's a race for it, and it doesn't need to be a race for it. I am actually going to swap it. I think. Ooh, if I can do it, I think that might be cool. We're going to try this. All right, so I'm going to go to Sulfuria, which is the fire realm, and then they are going to invoke. Those are all different ones. So the one that produces renown is going to be up here. All righty. Then we need to look at our spell casting. So Shadow Step. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? What am I doing? I'm first player. I get to pick my spells first. What I want to do, again, big reach, and amplify my Cyclops. And do I want to use Shadow Step now? I kind of do. I think I can get ahead potentially. All right, we're going to see how it pans out. I'm Shadow Stepping in Tarandel. I can't leave. I like my realm up there. Alrighty. So then they will cast they're going to cast Mind Link on me because they're going second. And they are going to cast Shadow Step, I believe, in the realm that I invoked. Yep, that will be on Sulfuria. So we got a lot of Shadow Stepping. And basically, Shadow Step, you'll see, has to do with when the other familiar moves, you move. One time only, but it's pretty cool and can help out with saving on those costs and actually getting to the end. Did I play it too soon? Probably. I don't know. But those are our spells. Then it's going to be action phase time. So I can use an amulet, and they have mind linked me, but that's okay. I am going to take 2 fire orbs. And since they mind link, that would be an orb, but it's really magic, so they gain 1 magic from that. All right. So I use my amulet. Now we're going to go and resolve everything. So Griffin, hold on. I had a plan. Then I lost it. Yes, I think, okay. Let's see if I can do this. I'm exchanging the Griffin for a goblin out over here. Da-na-na-na-na. And then I get to resolve the goblin. And give me 1 second because its ability lets me resolve a named ability of a creature in your discard pile that you have not resolved this action phase. Okay. So that's going to be an interesting one. All right, I'm going to go for this. I feel like this is a cool move. I don't know if it's going to pan out, but that's okay. I am going to use, again, I'm mind linked. We know I'm mind linked. I am going to use Fearsome Bite of the Jabberwock in my discard pile. And what this does is it actually lets me exchange the positions of one of your familiars with an opponent's that is only 1 non-podium space ahead of it in the same realm. Podium. I don't know why I say it like that, but sure, let's go with it. So what that's going to do is let me see if this actually plays out, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to swap places up here. They go back one, I go back one, but my shadow step, the first time an opposing familiar changes position in the targeted realm, I get to go ahead again. That was cool. If I lose, I just want to say that was my coolest move. So the goblin is done. Then I have the foo dog, which wonder if I should use that now. I am actually going to use the foo dog to place a shield on Tarendel, and what that means is that no familiar can be moved or be affected by any ability. So I just did all that, but now they can't advance themselves. So I'm kind of positioning myself to keep ahead there. Cool. And I said I would speed things up. I'm definitely not. Okay, then my last one. Because I moved, and none of these have gained me anything so far. So their mind link is doing nothing. Now it will. Because of amplifying my magical smithy, and I invoked the... Did I do it right? I did. Okay. So that's 4 fire orbs plus 1 is 5, and amplified, that gets me 10 fire orbs. I'll take it. But then that gains them 1 magic. All right. And then I want to move ahead here. So I'm going to start paying, and they're going to shadow step me. I see it. I mean, I'm going to pay what? 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. Don't worry, I'll do shadow step in a second. 1 and 2. All right, so that's down to 0. That's okay, and they would go there from their shadow step. I mean, I'm fairly happy with how this is going so far. Very early on, though. Speed it up, Jessica. All right, that was my turn. Now we are going to go over to them, and they are looking to exchange. So they're not going to get rid of the Minotaur because it has renown and nobody else does. It invoked the Earth Realm, so neither of those. So that's a 3. That's a 4. The Djinn is going to get exchanged with, they invoked Earth. That would be 7. It's another behemoth. So they're going to get a behemoth. Ooh, that's going to be really good for them. All right. So they exchanged. Did I use an amulet? I did not use an amulet, so they should gain 1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot. Anytime you gain... No, wait. They haven't been gaining magic. They've been gaining orbs, not magic. I got it. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. Maybe. All right. So they are going to get 7 magic from this. Yikes. That's a lot. So that's up to 14. Then their Minotaur is going to get them 1 renown. They'll always go for renown. You got to get it. You want those crowns. And the Cyclops is going to get them 4 more magic. But that's orbs, not magic directly, so the Gift of Earth does not play into that. Okay? All right, we resolved all of those, and now they are going to move. They cannot move in Tarendel, so they are looking for where they are the furthest advanced, which will be Sophiria. It's just fighting me for everything. All right, so they are going to pay 1, 2, 3 to go here. Another 3 to go here, and then, 5, and another 5 to move 2 ahead. Oh, 'tis a battle. All right, so we moved. End of the round. That means, we're going to return spells. Amplify is done. Your mind link is gone. All right, we've used all the spells, so this is good. All right. Okay, creature parties are now disbanded. Thank you. And you're going to see, though, the ones that we exchanged, this deck we're going to use in those later days. So there's a cool deck building thing here where you're kind of focusing on, there's abilities, there's affinities, there's magic, and trying to figure out which is going to benefit you the most. And also, can you exchange this further down the line? Like, is this a short-term strategy, long-term? definitely heavy, like Ed said in the comments. This is our heaviest title, but it's really cool to think about all those decisions. However, I have lost myself. There's 4 steps here. What am I? Awarding gifts. Didn't I forget that? I feel like I need a mind link to the designer here. that would definitely help me with, I'm on the right page. Yes, spells, disband, gifts, and advance. I got it. All right, so, however, since I am ahead in Tarendel, I now get the Gift of Earth. Thank you very much. But unfortunately, in Sulfuria, the Gift of Fire goes to the Golem. We'll see how that plays in. And then we advance to the very end of the day. We're going to play 3 days. So again, I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. Otherwise, we'll be here a while. So this is our planning phase, and you'll see how this works out. That's the expedition party. So we're going to have our 3 cards for the solo, for the Golem. That last one goes to the expedition, and that's how we use all of our cards every day. Let's grab mine. Where am I here? Should be these. It's 4, don't worry. I have a unicorn, a hippogriff, a centaur, and a phoenix. These are, that's a legendary hand right there. So again, I'm going to just plan this out and speed up a little bit. These are both air, which is pretty good to move forward in any, I don't want to do that. Don't make me do that. Air. Oh, okay. I want you. I'm okay going second, aren't I? I kind of am. That would gain me that. Yes, okay. So I'm going to have the centaur, the hippogriff, and the phoenix, which puts my unicorn in my expedition party. And we'll see how that plays out later on. All right. So amulet. I can gain 2 orbs of any one type. Or you know what? What am I doing? Resolve it. Just skipping ahead. So let's see. As expected, they're going first. That's fine. So that's a phoenix, the jabberwock, and a woogle. Alrighty, so let's see. And also that shield token is now off. That was from the last round. Alrighty, so they get to invoke first. And none of these, so they are going to invoke the fire. Come on, get out of here. They're going to Sulfuria. I am going down to Maestral. So I think I have a cool plan in place. I don't know if it'll pan out or not, though. So they get to go first, though. So they are going to do their amulet. They're going to gain 3 magic. And then we need to take a look here and see who we want to exchange. Is there anybody? You have more magic. They are in the fire realm. That would be a 6. That would be a 6. It would resolve it to the left. Let's see. You would be a 5. You're a 4. You're only a 3. Oh, the woogle gets exchanged for the last behemoth. And if you can see it, it's a little hidden, but we used up all those behemoths. There's 4 of each. So those are all out here. So we're not going to get all these creatures in the deck. And these are all randomized, by the way, when you start play. Really cool. Lots of choices. Shh, let me focus. All right, so they exchanged. So they are going to play. So the Phoenix is going to get them 5 magic. The Jabberwock is going to get them 4 magic. Yes. And then their Behemoth is going to get them 6 magic. That's a lot of magic you got there. They're at 20. We'll resolve this in a second. And so they are looking for their most advanced one, which is actually in Sulfuria. It's ahead by a little bit from Tarendel. This is what I wanted, I think. So they can spend 5 magic to move here. Gets them down to 15. Ooh, they're going to get up there. This is 7. We'll be down to 8. And another 7. Gets it down to 1. So they're almost in the podium position. You can kind of see there's different renown levels for this. It starts at 1. And if you're the first to get to the podium position, that's 25 points. Second is 21. So I need to make sure that I'm kind of getting into those positions and getting those points. So they have gone. It is now my turn. So I am going to get 2 orbs of any one type. What did I invoke? I invoked the air realm. This is going to be a giant reach. So I get tangled in wires. You know, that's how it works. So I'm going to get 2 air. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. I had a plan here. Forgot it for 1 second. Nope, I got it. I can do the exchange at any point as I'm going through this. But we're going to do it now. I'm going to exchange my Phoenix for this Chimera. Look at that. There's 4 heads. And I had to look at this for a little bit. The other head is on the tail. It's a dragon. So cool. Love this art. All right. Now we are going to resolve these. So my Centaur, do I want magic? No, I don't. No, I don't need that. Centaur, I am going to gain 4 air. 2, 3, 4. I really need magic, don't I? I do. The Hippogriff, I'm going to gain 4 magic. And then the Chimera, that would only be magic? I had it planned, but I didn't plan it well enough. Oh, anytime you gain magic, gain an additional. I should have 1 more magic. That would... I'm going to save the Chimera for later on for its ability. So I'm going to gain 5 magic, but with the Gift of Earth, that's 6 magic. So I'm at 11. And let's rock and roll and move. Yep, that's exactly how you say it. So we'll go here, which is going to cost me 1 orb and 2 magic. Go again. And that's to there. 1 more is there and there. And then I can keep going. So that's going to be 2 orbs and 1, 2, 3 magic. So I'm just out of range of continuing. So there we go. I'm done. So now we are, once again, we would return spells. Our creature parties are going to get disbanded. I'm going to find a better spot for these gifts. There we go. Okay, I'm into this. What did I forget to do here? I don't know why. This is like the one, it's 4 things. Assigning gifts. I get the Gift of Air. That's all I wanted. The Gift of Air is actually cool because that one, let's see if we can get it up there. Kind of. I can move familiars in all realms. So not just the one I invoke, but anywhere. Really cool ability to have. So I cannot advance the day mark token because we are at the end of the day. And I just need to confirm this. Yep. All right. So here's our cool part. We're going on an expedition to a landmark. So none of us have those tokens. So it's just going to be the total of the magic. And we're not looking at who's who. But way up in the upper left, we're going to add those up. So that's 4 plus 2 plus 3. I have a 9 in terms of my expedition party. And let's take a look because we don't even know what these are. Oh, they got lucky. They have 3 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. So they get to go first naturally. And the landmark expedition is taking a look up at this board area that we haven't touched yet. So for a 2-player game, which is this also the solo mode, we're really looking at the rightmost 2. So we're looking for the most renowned. It's obviously going to take that. So it's going to go to Joven's Cottage. So they're going to resolve that. So they get, first of all, they get 4 renown from that space. I'm just going to trade a 1 for a 5. Should probably trade more of these. And then it's going to gain, let's see, 2 magic. An orb is another magic. But then due to the Gift of Fire, that would be 1 more and 1 more renown. So give me 1 second to just trade some of these in. 3, 4, the 5, and I'll take another 5. Get over here. To make a 10. 10. Okay, they're getting up there, but we'll see if I can come from behind a little bit. So I gave them that. And then those landmarks are out of the game. So I am obviously going to take, what is this? Fid's Tribute. So I do get 2 renown for that. It's not bad. And I am going to get any 4 orbs, which is very useful. I have a ton of fire orbs, which I don't really need because it's getting there ahead of me. I really need to beat it. Tarandel. Yep, Earth. So I'm going to take 4 Earth. And then that one's out of the game. And that's our expedition, basically. So we are then going to flip these ones over for the next day. We're going to get ready to start over here. And then we're going to take everybody, all the creatures, and reshuffle those decks. So you can see that we're going to have those creatures pop up again. We don't know what order. There's going to be some starting ones, obviously, in the mix, along with those new ones. So do this. And there's a couple steps here as we go to the next day. Again, I'm only going to day 2 here. I know I'm taking my time, but we're speeding up a little bit because, again, me describing my strategy, I don't know if that's useful because do I know how to play this game very well? Probably not, but I'm having a grand old time. All right, and then what we do is in that vast expanse, if there are any face-up creatures, they are actually removed from the game. So there's the goblins, only one of those came into play, and the chimera, I think only one of those as well. Yep. And then, here's the cool part, we're going to flip the top 4 cards, which is the next type of creature in each deck. So what do we get? Ooh. We have a very nice little fairy coming out here that we can befriend. You can see she's got a couple different abilities there. Pretty cool. Who else do we have? Ooh. A dragon with a very appropriate ability of a treasure hoard. And the one I can't pronounce. I'm not even going to attempt it. I think at one point I knew how to say this. Definitely not. But that's for a movie. All right, so there's a lot of familiar movement and other stuff. That's cool. We are starting there. And did I forget? I did. I'm going to do a major reach here, but we got to flip over all those spells because they are now available to us. Okay, there we go. This player is a little messy. That's okay. I feel like I need a better place for these gifts, but what are you going to do? We'll figure it out. All right, so let's get into the planning phase of day 2. We're going to get those 3, and there's their expedition party, and then I am looking at a Cyclops, a Nightmare, a Goblin, and a Minotaur. So let's see. Again, if I go silent here, it's me trying to think about what I want to do for invoking. Ooh. That could be interesting. Oh, wait, no, I have the air. I have the gift of air, so I can do anything. You're not challenging me for the gift of air yet? Okay. Do I want to? No, I don't want to hop ahead of you. I think we want to trade you, though. Are you more useful to me? I like you. I almost want to trade you, though. But then why would... No. Okay. My Minotaur is going on my expedition. I know that. I am just figuring out the order that I want to resolve these in. I mean, that's so many orbs, but I need the magic. Yeah, we'll try to go first. I highly doubt it's going to succeed. And I don't have anybody in the discard pile, unfortunately. The goblin is really cool for being able to do that and interact with the discard pile, but it's the start of the day, so nothing's going on there. All right, anyway, let's take a look. Who's going first? As suspected, it is going to be the golem. So we'll take our banners off of here. They're going first, and they have 2 in the earth realm, so they are going to invoke Tarandel. Oh, Tarandel. It's coming for me. All right. Let me think. I wanted to invoke the fire realm. Could I do it? I would need... I don't think I can do it. Right? Because I would need... I got those. Let me see. How much... I need so much magic that I don't have. I am not magical enough. So I think it's going to get there in the fire realm. But if I could get there, that gets me extra magic at least. No? Forgot. You can always trade 2 orbs for one of another type. But then where would that get me? I still need magic. I don't have good magic production. No, I think I'm gonna, we're gonna go here again and see how that pans out. Okay. So they're gonna do an amulet, which is gonna gain them 3 magic. Then they are looking, they definitely want the dragon because that has, so they don't want to, oh wait, excuse me. They would amplify here though. They're going first, so neither of those would come into play. Oh, and the spells, of course. I forgot to do, that was their spell phase. If I amplify is always good, but on these they're low value creatures. Awesome creatures, low values. Do I want the mind link? Because what are they? They're going to be picking up a lot of magic that could assist me somewhat. Yeah. No. Yes. No. Yeah. I'll mind link. Ugh. There's mind link, and then I guess I could use shadow step, couldn't I? Shadow step could be useful here. No, it's not. I need it to be something that's actually. You're gonna go there. Oh, Tarandel. I'm going to Tarandel. Okay. Because that one's more expensive for me, and it's gonna start fighting me for those top spots. All right. There we go. Sorry. Amulet I used out of order. It's fine. So they definitely want a dragon, and they're going to replace it. They did go there. So that's a 6, that's a 7. Their Jabberwock is going to go away, and they're going to get dragon. Alrighty. So they actually, no, they didn't. Okay. So they are going to amplify. They're mind linked. So they're going to amplify the unicorn. They're not in the water realm. So they're going to get 4. So I'll just trade a 1 for a 5. I am mind linked though. So one of those. I'm pretty far behind here. It's all right. I got this planned. And then you invoked the earth realm. Okay. So then your treasure hoard. Oh man. You're going to get 3. But again, I am mind linked. So I will get a renown. And then you are going to use the behemoth to get 7 magic. It's 15. I have mind link plus the gift of earth. I get 2 magic. 2 magic. All right. So they have resolved everything that they have. It's back to me, and I had a plan at one point. Who did I want to trade out here? Because I really need to get ahead here. Oh, I know what I'll do. I am going to trade out the Cyclops, exchange it for another dragon, because who doesn't want a dragon? I know I do. So there we go. My amulet, I get 2 of any one type. What did I want? I really wanted... Oh, excuse me. Their turn wasn't over. Sorry. They would have advanced in Sulfuria for 7. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which gets them to the podium position. And then they're furthest advanced up there, this, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, my shadow step is there, so I move ahead. Thank you. All right. Now let's actually play it in the right order. At least I'm catching all these early, though, so not too bad. All right. So we're going to go and resolve our creatures now. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm off camera, I know. There's a lot of reaching involved over here. All righty. So this sets on a 2. I'm okay there. I really want to get to the podium up there. Remember, because I have the gift of air, it doesn't matter which one I invoked. But I do need magic. And I get more magic like that. Ooh, these are tricky. I'm going to use the Nightmare for 5 magic. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can actually move in the middle of these. So I think I'm going to do that. Wait a second. I need earth. Earth. I can still... All right, let me just see where that gets me. So that would be 1, 2, 3 plus 4 magic would get me up to here. I need to do it one more time. I have the magic, and technically I have the orbs. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade... Yep, I know. I'm going to trade in 4 fire to get 2 earth, and then immediately spend those 3 plus 4 magic. Boom! Made it to the podium position! All right, so I'm happy with that. And I still have 2 creatures to resolve. So I am having a great time in the Expanse here. All right. Where do I want to keep moving? Probably in the air. I don't want to win air, though. Because what's going to happen here is if I make it to the podium position, that gift is no longer for me. It's only if you are somewhere in the middle of the realm, not on the starting space, not on a podium position. So somewhere in the middle. All right, so that's tricky. Do I want to get... I mean, I invoked the fire realm, so it's bonuses. No, you know what? The dragon, I'm going to get myself 4 renown. Right? Yes, 3 plus 1 is 4. I'm trading a 1 for a 5. There we go. What is that? Is that a 5 under there? Okay, it is. You know what? Let's make myself feel a little bit better and get a 10 out there. There we go. Okay. And then I have my goblin. It's either... I mean, 2 magic is not really anything. Yeah. I mean, 6 orbs is not the worst thing, because that can be 3 of something else if I need it. I'm happy with that. All right. So we have both gone, correct? Yes, we have. All right. Here we go. Here's where all right. Mind Link gets returned to me. What are we missing? Amplify. Gone. Creature Party gets discarded. Boop, boop, boop. And again, apologies for the disappearing from camera. I'm so legendary, I'm invisible at times. No, that's not it at all. Okay, we did that. Now we have to award gifts. The important thing here is the gift of earth I have lost because I made it to that podium position. So that's going to go. So they now get that. Oh, that's not fun. We'll deal with it, though. This is a little off camera, but there we go. And then Sulfuria, though, they made it to the podium, so I get that one. I'll take it. Nobody is getting the gift of water, and I still retain the gift of air. And then we move to midday of day 2. All right, let's keep it rolling here. So we will get planning phase. Here we go. And there's for their expedition. Meanwhile, I will try to find a space. And I have my Chimera, my Jabberwock, my Unicorn, and my Centaur. Again, it's a little tricky to show them all because it's a little bit of a reach, but the artwork is amazing. I love it. So much fun. Alrighty. So I keep saying I'm going to speed this up. Am I going to? Probably not. Let's see. I could get ahead like that. I mean, you're kind of cool. All right, if I trade you out, again, here I am, lost in thought. I like you, but that means I would need tons of magic. I could do it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As much as I don't want that one, though. No, that's what we... okay. All right. Yes? No? Sure. I think... Okay, my Unicorn is going on my expedition. And then, let's see, I kind of want to try to go first. So we're going to get my Jabberwock, my Centaur, running out of room a little bit, too many gifts, and the Chimera. All right. So let's see who's going to go first. Haha, they have the Centaur with only 2 magic. So I get to go first. So we'll get our banners off of here. Technically, these should be taken off at the end of the day. I just do it now because it's when it makes sense. So I get to go first. I am going to invoke... What do I want to invoke here? The air realm? Yes. I'm going to invoke the air realm, which is Maestral at the bottom. And they are going to invoke the fire. No, that one has a podium position. Does air? Oh, they're going to go after air then. Okay. All right, but I get to go first. So first we do some spells. So do I want to amplify anything? I actually don't. I'm going to save my amplify. We're midday here, so they're going to shadow step. Oh, come on. In this same round, get out of town. And since they're going second, they're going to mind link me. Oh, okay. That's fine. So I go first. I would like to use my amulet to gain 2 of any one type. With the gift of fire, I gain 1 more. So that's going to be 3 of one type. So where in the world am I trying to go? We're going to have a lot going on down here. So where do I have a good chance? I think Saranvana, actually. Nobody's been going for this. Nobody wants to at this time. But I think I might want to actually get 3 water? Or do I just keep using... No? Yes? No? No, I'm going to get 3 air. We'll see how that pans out. All right, so I got that. There's my amulet. Now we are going to use... Let's just go on a creature party. All right, so my Jabberwock, I believe I was trading, correct? Or was I not? Yes, I was. I'm going to exchange my Jabberwock for the legendary creature I can't pronounce. Quetzalcoatl. I don't know. Well, that might be a C+. I've been watching A Christmas Story nonstop, so I'm Ralphie over here. All right, so that one actually counts as any realm. I could use its ability. to move all familiars, but I kind of want to get the magic out of it. So I am going to get 6 magic. Gets me up to 7. The Centaur, I would like to get, because this is air, right? Yep, this is air. I would like, I'm going to get 3 magic. And then before I figure out if I want more, oh, hold on. All moves cost me. I feel like I need the magic, though. I need a lot of magic. I have 10. That would get me pretty close. Yeah, and then I could save up my orbs. No, you know what? I don't need the orbs. I'm going to get 5 more magic. Okay, and then I want to move here. So I'm going to spend 2 air and 3 magic. Do it again. That's on a 2, that's on a 1. And 3 magic to go up again. All right. Oh, I'm moving here. And then, oh, shoot. Just a second. There's a shadow step going on. I got that. I did miss the mind link, but that's not a problem because this was magic. That was also magic. Did I get all magic this turn? Or did I get orbs? Oh, it doesn't matter. You know what? That's just 3. They should have 3 magic. 3 more magic. There we go. Solved. Alrighty. So I'm down. Do I want to keep moving? So I have all these extra fire. And I mean, I do have the gift of air at the moment, so I could start moving. It's just, do I want, oh, yes, I want to do it in Saranvana before I can't. So I'm going to spend 1 there plus 2 magic to go here. We'll do it again. All right, and then the question is, do I want to keep on? I am going to move up here because even though there's a podium position that's been taken, I can still get renown points the further up I am. So you don't want to end up, get into those realms, explore them. You don't want to leave them behind. So I am going to spend 2 fire and 3 more magic to move up to here. Okay. Because again, I have the gift of air, which is allowing me to move those familiars in any of the realms versus just the one that I invoked. Okay. I have done my turn. I have a little bit more, but I'm going to save it up. Feel pretty confident with where I am, but we'll see. Alrighty. So now it is their turn. They are going to gain 3 plus 1, so 4 magic. And what are they going to do? They need to exchange. Okay, so what did they invoke? They invoked air. So that's 4, 4, 3. So the nightmare is going to, oh, of course. The nightmare will be exchanged for this dragon. Alrighty, so let's see what they get here. They are going to get 4 magic. They are going to get 4 magic here. And then they are going, oh man, they're going to get 3. All right, well, trading 2 renown for a 5. And then we'll trade these 2 5s for a 10. I don't know. I'm a bit far behind, but we'll see because I have been focusing on moving up the tracks versus gaining a lot of renown. We'll see what happens. All right, so that was them, or that was the golems creatures. So let's take a look at moving it on up. So it's the furthest advanced with no one on a podium position. Does it go after the one that I'm on? 1 second. Do. All right, so it's going to move up on Tarendel because it's not looking at mine, it's looking at its own. So what is that? That's 5 to go to here. Let me get a 7 to go to here. And another 7 gets it down to 0, but then it's close to the podium. Okay. All right. That was its move. All right, we're done there. So it gets its mind link back. Creature party disbanded. Gifts, let's see. They retain the gift of Earth. Sulfuria, I retain. Saranvana, I get now because I moved up. You can see that I'm on the track. So the gift of Water gives me 1 renown during your action phase. Pretty nice. And then I still retain the Maestral one. Pretty good. All right, and then we're going to move the tracker here to the end of the day. This will be the end of the second day after we play through. So let's get moving. Planning phase. Get our creatures out here. That's the creature party for the Golem plus their expedition creature. And then I will have my last 4 creatures. Oh, it's my favorite. So we have, oh, look at that. We have a Woogie, or a Woogle. Sorry, a Woogle. My Foo Dog, my Hippogriff, and my favorite, that Behemoth. Come on. Who couldn't love that face? All right, so give me a second here as I just evaluate what I want to do. Don't want to do you. I don't. Oh, that might be useful. I'm looking again at the Foo Dog with the shield token, which prevents movement. Let's see. That would be cheap. I don't want to trade you. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay, if I get a bunch of... Yeah, but that I don't really need to do that, do I? There's still... Yeah. All right, this is going to take a second because there's a bunch of abilities that I'm just thinking about and kind of considering what I want to do. I mean, Saranvana could be useful. Very useful. Organize that a little bit. All right, so Tarandel I don't need to advance in. Where is my race to the end here? You're not going to go after Sulfuria, so I just need to, like, save that up. Saranvana, I kind of... No, you're going to start moving in Maestral. I need to get to Maestral. But I don't need to get that far in Maestral. Okay. All right, so... Yes, we want to do that, but that's... All right, and I want to invoke that. Okay. That's 3... That would be 3. Okay. The Woogle is going on my expedition. Or is it? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay. I really, no, you know what? It's not done yet. I can't decide what I want to do here. If I get the... No, okay. Behemoth is in my creature party. I want to go first here to try to... And an Amplify on the Behemoth would be great because I need a ton of magic. Okay. It's coming along. The thought process, it's moving slowly, but it's moving. Okay, then I want a Foo Dog. And then that's what I want to do. Okay. So we will put the Woogle out last. Although don't get too excited. I think I'm exchanging it, sadly. And then Hippogriff is going in my expedition party. All right, so let's see who is going first here. Oh, it's a tie. I have to figure that out. We both have behemoths. Oh, you have 2 behemoths? That's too many. I forgot what the tiebreaker is. So we're going to find out right now what the tiebreaker is for who goes first. Oh, that's right. What am I talking about? The tiebreaker. It finally came into play. You might say, what's that tiebreaker? It's this special amulet that I hold. Let's see if we can get it so we can see it. The holder wins all ties. Ha ha ha! Okay. I don't know. I'm excited. So I get to go first. So let's see. Where are we going to invoke? I am invoking on Terrendel, which means you are going to also invoke on Terra. No, wait, hold on. One second. I just need to confirm. No, it's the affinity of the most creatures. That's what I thought. We're so close. Me and this golem. Too many mind links. This is what happens. And all right, we did that. So we get to cast spells. Their spells are all gone. I have Amplify, which I am going to reach. Put on the behemoth. All right. So I want to do a creature exchange, though, first. Yeah. I'm so sorry to my Woogle, but they are getting exchanged for the Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. I don't know. I shouldn't even attempt it. Alrighty. Did that. Amulet time. Oh, and my gift time too. It's my action phase, right? So hold on. 2. Okay, so I can get 3 orbs. Yes, please. The question is, what 3 orbs do I want that I really want to be moving on? I think I want water. Or do I want air? Give me the air, please. This sounds like Jeopardy. Air for 3, please. All right, so I took those. I am going to use my gift of water for 1 more. Oh, good. There we go. Oh, caught by the wire. I'm going to trade in these 4 ones because I gained another one. So that's that's 5 ones for a 5. So I'm not too far behind over there. So I'm doing all right. So let's go resolve all of these creatures now. So I'm amplifying my behemoth. That is going to be 6, 7 times 2. That's 14 magic. Yeah. My foo dog. Now I have to think about, do I want to put a shield up? You're gonna get to the podium there. The podium here is gonna be worth a couple more points. It's fine. I really just want to keep it from. No, actually, no, it does not. I don't need the foo dog. I don't think, now that I'm looking at what I expect the golem to do. So no foo dog for its. I don't need Guardian of the Realms. Not at this time, foo dog. So do I want magic or do I want orbs? And I could use more earth orbs, couldn't I? No, I don't need them. No. But I would get 1 more. Okay, fine. So that's 3, 4. That would be 5 earth orbs. And remember, even though I don't need that because that realm is done for me, I can still exchange 2 of any orbs for 1 of another type. So that can be very useful. That's why I'm collecting those. So the foo dog is done. Then it's my friend over here. And before I do that, I can do a serpent rides for all. That's what the ability is. And it's saying move all familiars in a single realm forward 1 space, begin with your familiar and proceed in clockwise order. So here's my only thing that I'm thinking. If I move my familiar down here to a podium position, I lose the gift of air, which is allowing me right now to move familiars in any realm. It's a really, really great gift to have. And it's actually, it doesn't affect the golem because the golem can automatically move in any of the realms. So I have to figure out, I want to get to the podium position first. I think I'm in okay position to stay where I am. So if I want to move them, I would want to move first. Yes. Yes? Okay. I have a chance of winning that. Okay, so how about... All right. We're going to start moving forward because I can do moves before I resolve. So this one's not resolved yet. So I am going to try... Let's see. So that's 2 fire, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3. And this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I do have enough to move again. Oh, excuse me. I'm here. And then I will go 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4 to go here. So I'm 1 away from that podium position. I want to get there. So the question is, I feel like the serpent rides for all would be okay. So I wouldn't, once you get to a podium position, you're not affected by movement, which is good. So that's the benefit of getting there first. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Quetzalcoatl to move into the podium position. So actually, I'm just going to get ours above the points a little bit. There, it's a little bit easier to see. So again, first place is 25, second place is 21. So I'm not doing too badly here. And I'm going to say that was my turn. So then we go down to you. We go down to our golem. So what is our golem going to do? Our golem is going to look to exchange. And that is the dragon again, because that one, again, renown. They're going to try to focus on getting renown in that way. We know they want the dragon. They have invoked. So those are 7 and 7. Yeah, that hippogriff is out. And they're going to get another dragon. Alrighty. Then they're going to use an amulet to gain 3 plus the gift of earth. Will give them 4 magic. They will use the behemoth for 7, correct? Yeah. Oh, wait, that's going to be 7. That's going to be 8. Oh, my. Dragon, they're going to get 3. So we'll trade these 2 for a 5. All right, I see it. 2 5s for a 10. Ooh. You can see they're getting ahead of me with all these renown, and I didn't really pick up creatures that give renown. I focused on movement. I don't know if it's going to pan out, but I'm having a grand old time here. And then this behemoth is going to give them another 8. So that's 20. I'll remember that because they're going to move right now. First, they're going to spend 7 to get up into a podium position. I'll get them down to 13. So they're up here. Those 2 realms are taken. And then they're going to move the one that's the furthest up. So Maestral, they're on space 1. That still counts. So they are going to spend, what is that? That's 3. Then another 3. And then 5. They're catching up. Alrighty. We did it. End of that day. Yes. Okay. Spells. Doo-doot. Creature parties get disbanded. Can't move ahead there. And gifts. So now Tarandel is just going to get returned because we're both on podium positions there. Same for Sulfuria. I may have timed that a little too soon because I still need orbs, but we'll see how it goes. Serenvana, I still retain, and I still retain Maestro because, again, I am further ahead on both of those. Okay, but not counting the podium. Podium doesn't count. Did those. Did it. That was the gift. Now we are on to the expedition, correct? I don't know. It's been so long. And this is only day 2. Am I speeding this up? I think I'm slightly speeding up, but, landmark. Did I forget anything else? Nope, we got it. All right, so let's see who has the most expedition. They have their expedition party is 11 with 4 plus 4 plus 3. And what is mine? Mine is low, I feel like. Oh, it's not that low. Look at this. 3 plus 4 plus 3 is 10. They beat me by 1. Pretty sure they just take the most expensive one over there, correct? Because they don't want that one. They don't want it. They want the most renowned. So yes. So they are going to take Kajar's pyramids. I'm pretty sure. Yep, okay. So it's still, they're going to get 4 renown for that. So it's going to be 4 1s. Just beating me to these expeditions. That was close, though. I thought I lost by a lot with the expedition. I didn't put a lot of stock into that. And then what did I say? They get 6 magic, and they no longer have that one, so that's just 6 magic. Okay. Which means I am going to the ruins of Aldonia. So I will get 2 renown. There we go. And I gain 2 expedition tokens for use during the next day. I'll take it. That will help me. So there we go. That'll boost me at the very end. Because at the very end, the last 2 expeditions are either worth 8 or 4 points. So there's a difference. It's a definite difference. Alrighty, let's take a look. We are at the end of the day. Let's make sure I get everything. So number 1, let's get our creatures. Oh, nobody took the fairy. The fairy is now gone. And I think I was putting them over here maybe. So the fairy's gone, and in its place, ooh, well, look at that. It's a basilisk, which not very useful to me. We used up all the dragons, so what is it? It's a Medusa. My. Oh, I stared for too long and I froze. So no more of those. There'll be a card cleanup later. And our last one is the mermaid. Ooh, who actually has an ability that allows me to invoke a different realm. That could be interesting if I want to finish up my... Okay, let's keep going here. Next, we are going to shuffle everybody's decks. Creatures. It's fun. Reminds me of my computer game Creatures. If you know me, Norns, Grendels, Ettins, Albia. We should have those in this game. So let's get mine together. We're going to reset spells. We're going to reset to the start of the day. We reset those. And I am just going to confirm that I did this right. 1 second. I'm going to reach, get all these. There we go. Start of the day. We're getting there. And let me just confirm that I did that. I'm focused on my strategy here. I got to get it right. So, day marker. Yep, we got it. Last day, and this is going to determine the winner. So, let's get, whoa, let's not flip these all over the place. There's its creature party, and there is its expedition. So we are going to get 1, excuse me, 2, oh no. 3 and 4. That better be where it was. Somebody tell me if I'm cheating. So I have a lot here. I have a hippogriff, I have a dragon, my unicorn, and my chimera. So first I'm going to look at the realms. That might be a good idea to do that and then get that. Oh, but I want that. No, I want that. I I flip it, that's a bunch of renown, but no, I gotta get ahead on where I can here. Yep, okay. Here we go. In a second. It's one of those I need to plan this out moments. Do I need to invoke a different realm? Oh, get up there. I really don't. I don't need it right now. These new creatures, as nice as they are, I don't think I need to befriend them. So let's grab. All right, I need to try to go first though. So I'm gonna do the dragon there. Then, that actually would help. I'm gonna get the hippogriff, and then my last one. Yeah, we'll go with the chimera, which puts my unicorn in my expedition party. All right, let's see who goes. Oh, that behemoth, no! It's come back to haunt me. My buddy. So they get to go first. They're going to get to invoke. So they are going to invoke. Oh, they're going to stay in Terrendel. And I am going down to Maestral. So I can get some extra bonuses. And then, let's see. So they're going first, right? They're going first. Are they going to amplify? Yes, they're going to amplify here. They are not using Mind Link because they are not going second. And Shadow Step, no. And then me, would I like to? I kind of want to amplify. It's only 3 points though. 3 points that's not it. If I lose by 3 points, then that was it. And this is the moment we can call it right here. No, I think what I want to do is a shadow. Yep. Okay. I'm shadow stepping down in Maestral because they should move and that'll help me. And do I want to do Mind Link right now? No, I'm going to save it. I'm saving Mind Link for when they get more renown so I can steal a little bit more. All right, I'm done there. So they are now going to use their amulet. They're going to get 3 magic. Then they're going to use, let's see. Oh, are we trading a behemoth for anybody? They actually are not because the behemoths have, at the moment, they're worth 7 magic. Everything in the vast expanse is worth, the maximum is 6, and nobody produces renown. So they are not going to take anybody. So that's going to be 7 magic. Oh, this is going to be a big turn for them. Another 7. They're at 25. Let's just mark it so I don't forget. And then they are going to use their dragon to gain 6. 5 and 6. I should have just... All right, you know what? I got a 5 and then 5 1s, and that's going to get it 10. Ugh. I can see I think they're going to beat me here, but that's okay. I'm having a grand time. All right. So they did their moves. So now it's going to be back to me. So I am going to gain my 1 from the Gift of Water. I'm really, really moving. And then I have the Amulet of Elements, so I can get 2 orbs of 1 type. And I think I want to get... How much do I need? I really need 6, right? Yeah, and then I can trade those in. Okay. I'm going to get 2 air. Got it. Okay, and then I am going to use my dragon to gain 3. So trade in 2 there, plus a 5. It gets me up to a 10. I just have to find a 10, because somebody took them all. That would be the golem. Okay. I mean, I'm so far behind in that. That's all right, though. So let's see. Then I'm going to use my hippogriff. Now, I am going to use my hippogriff to actually, yeah. I'm going to use aerial maneuvering to move back one space in any realm to move forward one space in any other realm. So I'm going to move. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized something. We need to finish up the the golem's turn. So I'm on my hippogriff. And this is just me getting way too excited about this artwork to focus. But anyway, we forgot to move them. So first what they would do is they would spend 5 to move here. All right, so now you're at exactly 20. I don't need that. And that had a shadow step, so my shadow step would have invoked, or it would have happened there. Then they're going to spend another 5 to go here, shoot, and then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then another 7. To 1. No, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him to that podium position. All right, so then I'm going to use that hippogriff. Now it's back in the proper order to move back one space, to move myself forward one space. So we're both 1 away from that podium position. And then, let's see, I'm going to use the Chimera for 5 magic. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend, what is that? That should be 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot, I would have done something differently, but that's fine. Plus 4 gets me down to 3. Da-na-na-na-na, podium position. All right, and then I still have the gift of air. Can I actually move here? I could. I think I will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the 2 magic and 2 orbs there to count as water and do that. So normally now I can't do that because I can only move in the realm I invoke. All right, moving along. There we go. Okay. We're done. It's the end of the day, right? The end of morning, not the day yet. And spells get flipped. So Amplify of yours gets flipped over and returned. Creature parties get disbanded. All right. I know the gift of air now gets returned because, the gift of air goes to the golem, but doesn't affect them. And I still retain that one. All right. And then we go to midday. All right. And let's get this planning rolling. So 1, 2, and 3 for their creature party. 1 for the expedition. And then I am going to get 4. Oh, it's my Quetzalcoatl, a goblin. I'll show these in a second. My Minotaur and my Behemoth. All right. So here's everybody I'm looking at. All right. All right. So hold on. Goblin, I'm just checking the ones that I discarded. I'm not cheating. That's a treasure hoard. Moving back 1. That doesn't help me. That's orbs. Nope. Okay. So the goblin unfortunately came out too soon again. Let's see. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. You help me for that, and you could help me for that. What do I need? I need orbs, though. Where's orbs? I mean, you're good for orbs. You're good for magic. Okay. You have my Behemoth come out first. Then I would like my little goblin to come out. And then, let's see, do I want more magic? Magic is going to be, Quetzalcoatl. That means my Minotaur is going on my expedition. Okay. Let's see who goes first. It's going to be me. Okay. So if it's going to be me, let's do the invoke step. Remembering now that I can only move where I invoke. So that's obviously going to be Saranvana so that I can actually move. And whoa, the golem has 3 in the fire realm. Sulfuria. So they're going to invoke there. Then we are going to do spells. So I get to do spells first. Ooh, and this is where my Amplify could really come in handy. Do I want magic or orbs? Because I can get a ton. Oh, this is tough. Tough. Because I can either get, what is that going to be? I invoked. That's either 12 magic, or do I want 10 orbs? I actually want the orbs. I want the orbs. So reach. I'm going to amplify my goblin. And do I want Mind Link? I probably do. Yeah, I'm going to do Mind Link. All right. But then they are going to Mind Link me. And since it is midday, they're going to Shadow Step and Saranvana, which is where I invoked. Okay. Alrighty. So we did our spells. On to me. I'm going to get my 1 renown, which means because they're mind linked, they get 1 renown. It's fine. It's fine. And then I'm going to use my amulet to gain 2 orbs of any one type. That's obviously going to be water. Also, water break for 1 second as I think this through. It's thematic because I'm in the water realm. All right, fresh Saranvana water. Delicious. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go and resolve my creatures. So my behemoth is going to get me just 6 because I did not invoke. So 6 magic. And then I'm amplifying my goblin. So I'm going to get 10 fire orbs. And then my Quetzalcoatl. So give me 1 second here because that would move them ahead. So let's start moving before I resolve that. So I'm going to spend 1 water and 2 magic to go here. Then I'm going to spend another 1 and 2 to go. Oh, actually, hold on. Going 3. And then I need 2 of this. Woo, 2 of that. Sorry. There we go. Shadow Step would have happened. So that's theirs. You would have gotten a magic from that when I got my 10. Did I give you? And I didn't give it. Okay, so they would have gotten 2 there. And then I have to decide with the Quetzalcoatl if I want to move all familiars up or if I want to get magic just for myself. This is a tough one because I really need to get ahead with this race because they got so much more renown than me. Oof. It's all right. I feel like it's going to be close, but we'll see. All right. Moving ahead. No, I don't want to move ahead. I would like... Oh, that can be any realm. Okay, so that's 6 magic. Gets me to 8. Okay. Let me see this. I have the magic, and then I would have to spend 4. Yep, I can do it. I can do it. I am going to spend, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Ooh, where are we on? And 7 or 8. Oh, no. We're on 8. 1, 2, 3 to go to here. And then 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. What I'm doing with those other orbs, by the way, is that free trade you can do at any time where 2 of any orbs can turn into 1 of another one. So free trade, that's where I'm going. So I'm getting there. So we'll see, but I am now done. They are going to go, and they are mind linked to me. I have to say this because I want my bonuses. I want it. So their amulet, they are going to gain 3 magic. And then they have invoked fire. So that is 5, they won't touch that one. And 5 is anything higher than that. No, they are not going to exchange again. So that's going to get them 5 magic here. Gets me 1 magic. They're going to get 3 renown, which I'll take it. I get 1. Mind link. And then the Cyclops is going to get them 5 more magic. And it gets me 1. All right. That was quick. Now they're going to move. So first they're going to move down here. So that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are in a podium position now. And then they're going to move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And they can't go up there. Okay. All right. We're in pretty good shape. That is going to end midday. Okay. So hold on. Let's get this all together. Spells are going to come back face down. Okay. That makes the end of the day easy because neither of us have any spells. Then we are going to disband the creature party. Award gifts, which the gift of air now officially goes away because we're both on the podium. There we go. I still retain the gift of water, though, because I'm further ahead and not on the podium. What did I forget? I think that's everything. It's so tight. At the end here, it's close. I need to win. We forgot to advance the day token, or the time. So here it is. This is our last phase. Then we're going to go on an expedition. We're going to see who won. So they're going to have their creature party. Again, that's going to be 3 face down. And then that's their expedition. And I will have my last 4 creatures. So who do we have? We have Nightmare, the Centaur, the Quetzalcoatl. And the Foo Dog. Okay, so hold on. The Foo Dog here might be interesting because if I play that last, I can put a shield and then they can't move up anymore. Okay, so let's organize this. This seems interesting. We're going to put the Foo Dog at the very end. And actually, I'm going to get this up here because I'm going to need to see. Hey, I need that. I need those. I'm just trying to make sure I don't mix up my discard. Okay, so the Foo Dog could be really good if I can get enough to move. And I need a ton of orbs. And these are not really orbs or magic. Just a moment as I think. Because that would still help. I'm going to get 2 orbs there. This is like the last moment, so pardon me. I just have to plan this out. I think the Foo Dog will be really good, though, because then I can get a lead there. I don't have a lot of magic, but I do have 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? That's 4. And then that. So right now I have exactly enough to move up once in Serambana, and I need to move up twice. Oh, it's going to be, I mean, granted, getting more points would be great here. Because I could Serpent Rides for all. I feel like that one could be useful. Let me just think about it. And yes, it's going to be close. It definitely is going to be close. I hope. I thought that one time and I lost by 20 points, but we're going to see. Okay. I don't need that. That's only going to be 3. And okay, that could be good because I'm going to do that. Decisions. That gets me, it's the same thing. My last two options are my starting ones. Just to show off what I'm considering, it's the Centaur and the Nightmare, which they don't quite work for what I need. Because that I'm going to move forward one. Yeah, I don't think I can make it to a podium position, unfortunately. The food dog's going to stop it from moving. So I am going to help myself there. I can move once with what I have. If I use the Quetzalcoatl, that'll get me to 15. But how do I get? No, there's no other way I can do it. So what helps? None of these? No, I don't. All right. So I guess what I'm going to do is then I'm going to play. Okay, hold on. I need to go first. So Quetzalcoatl needs to go first. Then we'll have the Centaur. And then my Nightmare, it's low, but it's going to go on my expedition because I want to win this last expedition. Need to. Okay. All right. Here we go. Planning phase. Who gets to go first? All right. So it's going to be me that gets to go first. I'm re-invoking Saranvana because I want to obviously do that. They are going to invoke Saranvana as well because that is where they're going to get more renown. They did pick up a lot of creatures that give renown. So let's see. Alrighty. So I did that. Now it's spell time. We have used up all of them. They are done. So then it is going to go to me. I can get 2 orbs of any one type. Unfortunately, whatever I do here, it's not going to be quite enough, but I'll still get 2 water. Ooh, and I get 1 renown. Let's not forget that with my gift of water. Okay. Shoot. And I really should have waited to do Mind Link right now because I would have gotten 1 extra renown, but we're going to see. Okay. So let's resolve then. So I don't want to use Quetzalcoatl yet. I want to move up first. So that's going to cost me 4 magic and 3 water. So I'm going to spend 2 there and then 2 there. Ooh, I'm going to be so close. It's going to be so annoying. I got there. Then I'm going to use the Quetzalcoatl for its ability to move all familiars in a... hold on, wait. Second. Hold on. Before I do it, I just need to see, can I possibly get enough? Because if I got the Quetzalcoatl, that's 6 magic. That's not enough. No, it's close. I just can't do what I want to do. So we're going to use the Quetzalcoatl to move all familiars in a single realm forward 1 space, which will get me here. Which, yes, does give them 2 points, but it's fine. I'm okay with that for now. Then the Centaur I'm going to use for, I did not invoke that realm, so it's either 2 magic or 3 orbs. How would I... Wait, isn't scoring 5 resources? So I will take the 3... Where are you? 1, 2, 3. It's not going to make a difference, but I'm taking that. And then I'm using the Foo Dog to use the Guardian of the Realms. Place a shield token on a realm. No familiar in a shielded realm may be moved or be affected by any ability. So I'm placing that in Saranvana. So if you see what's happening here, what I've done is I have made sure that they can't get any closer to me because they're going to end up with tons of magic. Which they're going to be able to trade in for renown, but it's still not going to be, we're going to try to hold them off. Okay. So let's take a look. The golem is now going to get 3 magic. And then so they would not turn in these. They have invoked the water realm. Oh, shoot, they're going to do that. Their Centaur is going out and being replaced with a mermaid. Very thematic. And then they're going to play that. So the mermaid is going to give them 6 magic. The Minotaur is then going to gain them 1 renown. Oh, and let's do that again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Trade that for a 5. It's going to be close. And then their unicorn is going to get them 2 more. Okay. And then they have all this magic to potentially move up, but they can't because I am blocking them with that shield token. All right. And now it's the end of the day here. It's really the end of the game. We're going to go on one more expedition. So I'm just going to clear out a couple things here. All right. Expedition time. Let's take a look. What did they get? Ooh. That is a value of 15. That's a 4 plus 5 plus 6. And so hold on. I do have some of those tokens. I have to see what those are worth. I don't think I made it. That's 3 plus 3 plus 4. That's going to be 10. And I think those are worth 2 each. Are they not? I just need to. Yep. Oh my gosh. That's 15 to 14. I lost it. Oh! It's the behemoth. I said so many nice things about the behemoth. It betrayed me. Terrible. So they're going to get 8. Oh my gosh. From the expedition. I just traded 2 in for a 10. And I am going to get 4. So I'll trade this one in for a 5. I don't think I made it, but we're going to see. Because don't we play the end of the game the same way? We do. Let me just confirm because I think it's 5 points or 1 point for every 5 resources. Okay, let's take a look. So I am going to get, that's 5. Oh. Call up the news. That's 1 more point for me. And then they are going to get, what is this? They're going to get 2 more. And now it's just counting it up. We'll see. Okay. Let's do my math and see if I can do it. So on my board, that's 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 19. Plus 25 is 44. 21, 44, 65 plus 15 is 80 plus 25 is 105. 105. It seems low. All right, so I believe I have 105, and they're going to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 6, 57. Oh, no. 57 plus 21, 78. No, they're going to get, they killed me, I think. 78, 98, 103, 108, 129. They beat me. I've been defeated by a clay golem. Oh my. There are many things I think I could have done differently. So it was at 105 to 129. I mean, so far I have been off by 20 points with my other plays. What I believe I'm doing, no, it's interesting because what did I do? All right, I made it on the podiums. Granted, if I had been able to get up just 1 more in Saranvana, that would have been 10 more points. So that would have been really close if I could have pulled that off. I think when I used Amplify, I wasn't always using it for Renown, and I didn't pick up a lot of creatures that gave Renown. The Golem focused on that, and I probably could have used that a little bit more, especially because that last day, there were ones that I saw in there they were good, but they didn't give me as much of a benefit as I could have probably used. So, lost to a clay golem. And that's the easiest difficulty level. This is challenging, but very fun. And I know this went over 2 hours. Probably if you are not commenting and just kind of playing and enjoying it and still focusing on the strategy, but not commenting and summarizing. This would be hour and a half tops, I think. But very interesting. I mean, I lost there, but that wasn't, that wasn't me completely lost. I was, I felt, I couldn't do it. It did feel close there at the end. I didn't feel like this was a runaway, which I sometimes have seen, but I feel like I managed it fairly well. There's a lot more to learn, and probably experience will help. But that right there is the Legendary Creatures solo mode that came out recently. Again, there's a link to it, and it's a 4-page free printable PDF, or just get it on the screen if that makes it easier. But this was fun. And I don't know if you may or may not have noticed, they are so hidden, but I put out my own little legendary creatures that came the other day from Ed, actually. This is a little otter. I don't want to drop him. He's adorable. If you know me, you know I love elephants. And look, if I can get it in this. It's a teeny tiny little glass elephant. The level of excitement when I opened these, I needed like a day to calm down. I actually should have put the elephant in Saranvana, the water realm. But look, it's a tiny little fish. They're hanging out with the legendary creatures and a tiny panda. There's more, but these guys were just hanging out with me for now. With all the other great components here, these, the familiars are these great wooden miniatures or wooden components. That is the sigh of someone who felt pretty close but did not succeed this time, which is fine, because if you've seen in other solo Sundays, there was also the 100 Tori with Onatsu. She is difficult and sneaky. You think that you might be ahead, and then all of a sudden you realize, wait, I lost. So that's what this felt like with the Golem. This was fun. And again, definitely one of our very heavy games. This is, if you're into Herbaceous or Floriferous, the Whatnot Cabinet, this is definitely a step up in terms of complexity and, everything like that. But, it was fun though. I will say, I struggled a couple times when I was learning the solo. I don't know why to try to figure it out, but this was interesting. And I hope this showed like the different creatures that are out there and the way that you put together the 3 different creatures that come out and how you resolve them in the different orders. Like with the Foo Dog, that way, if I had played the Foo Dog first, I would not have been able to advance at all. So that would have, that's not it. But I was able to do that, and that's just a cool thing that you can do. And like I had the Goblin who was able to play an ability from my discard pile. And there's other creatures too. I included, there's a mini expansion, and I think Medusa, I don't have it in front of me. One of those is from the expansion, but even in the base game, and I should say it's a mini expansion, so I think there's 2 new creatures. So not a huge expansion there, but they add more variety, because you don't know how those creatures might interact, and you kind of have to think it through. And when you're exchanging creatures, you have to say, how does this work? And do I want to use this creature, or could I exchange it? Will this help me or hurt me later on? And I could probably go through the creatures that I discarded or, exchanged and took out of the game. And there's probably a lot there that had renown points. So I probably hurt myself a little bit there. Probably needed to focus on that a little bit more. If I had gotten the Gift of Air a little bit earlier on, if you remember, I was exchanging a lot of orbs. So I was using 2 for 1. If I had the Gift of Air earlier, I potentially could have been moving up those tracks and spending basically half the orbs to do it. That's something else for next time, apparently. Oh, and I just saw Timothy like the panda and fish. Yes, they are. These are adorable and wonderful. And if you follow Pencil First Games, probably with our social media, these seem like perfect elements to incorporate in some of our fun posts. So you'll probably see them pop up some more. It's just fun. And this was a really fun time. So we have gone for a very long time for this Solo Sunday, but I hope it was fun. And thanks to everybody who stopped by, left comments, and just watched. It's always great to spend time chatting about these games. And you know me, I love Solo. And this one was a lot of fun. I mean, once again, yes, I lost, but I'm not sitting here saying, oh, come on, a little bit. I mean, there was that one time, didn't I say, I could have gotten 3 more points. I do recall saying that and saying this might have been it. But, you know, right now what I'm doing is I'm thinking about those decisions and the strategies that I took and how I would have changed those. And that to me is a mark of a good solo experience. This was a little bit longer than I've been playing lately. I'm usually in like the 1 hour range is my limit. That may be why I reference the rulebook a little bit more than some other players do, but this was great. So I will end it there. And thanks again to everybody for stopping by for Solo Sunday. We do these the last Sunday of every month. Right now, if you're watching live, it's around the holiday season and the New Year. So an early Happy New Year to everybody. Hope it's great and hope we all enjoy games either together or alone, solo, in whatever way, but just wishing everybody all the best. Thank you again, and I'm sure we will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.